Good morning, guys. Happy Thursday. Ready to get to work here on the day. Big gap up here in the markets. Big push yesterday and into today. Ready to see what direction things want to go. You know, if they want to continue on upwards, definitely going to be watching maybe the 400, 402 zone on the SPY. See if it wants to hold support for moves on upwards towards 405 through 410. I think we could see 410 next week, if not even maybe tomorrow. Who knows what kind of move it has in store for us today. Let me see if this watch list is going to be sent out. Jonal's been sick, and every day he's told me, hey, send it out, send it out. So I've been sending it out, but today he hasn't messaged me, so I'm not sure. Not sure what's going on. Should have sent him a message myself earlier, but I got caught up on stuff. So today I'm going to be watching SPY, Tesla, MLGO, but my focus is on the ES. So SPY, Tesla, MLGO. Focus is going to be ES. Give me 1 second here to put out a quick tweet and a quick Facebook post. Let everybody know we're live. Yo, Match, you've been working all week? Glad to see you back on here, man. Yesterday I didn't stream. A little dust on my lens here. Yeah, yesterday I didn't stream. Had a big headache. Thanks, man. Yeah, took like 3 Advils and it went away a few hours later. I was annoying. I went ahead and did at least a recap, posted it up on YouTube. All right, so on ES, I'll be watching. I'll definitely be watching. Hey, definitely be watching this 40-50 zone for support. Hopefully, we can hold that area there for a bigger move. If we go to the daily chart, what is happening? Give me 1 second here. I don't know why there we go. If we go to the daily chart, we have room here. 4080s. And then pretty much 4100 and over that. We got really good room here as long as we can hold above 4050, guys, on the ES. So definitely be watching that zone there, looking for that to hold. Yo, Dan, what's up? Good morning, good morning. Let's hop on over. Oh yeah, let me show you that on the daily chart. So here is that 4050 line, give or take. We can hold that 4050 line. We got room. We got room here, 48, 4090. And then over 4100. So there's definitely some room here. 4130s could be a little bit of a hang up here. Or is that 4160? No, 4130s could be a little bit of a hang up here. It's support way back here before that big run up. So keeping an eye on that level. All right. Now let's hop on over here real quick to the equities. SPY, we are breaking up and over this downtrend resistance line, looking bullish, right? I think we could top out over the coming days, provided earnings don't take a crap, in this 40-10 zone. So watching 410 zone. So watching 402 to 400 for support, looking for 405, then 410 on the SPY. Tesla simply watching this 50-day moving average. If it's not today, tomorrow, next week, whenever we get a pullback into that zone, if it holds support, watching for that zone to hold support for bounces back into 160. We're basically already there. High this morning is 159.80. That's 160 in my book. And that is resistance zone from back here. You can see it clear as day. All right. And then you had a small cap moving around here, MLGO, 316. Watching this 230 zone, previous resistance back here. Watching to see if that level can hold support on pullbacks for bounces back into 316. If 316 breaks, gives way and holds support, we can see a move here to $4. Previous support for back here. Jared says, hey, morning Justin, morning bud. Good to see you too, man. You're taking a look at the SPY and the Qs, and it looks like we're hitting a strong resistance zone. I'm thinking we might see a bearish hit today. If we don't hold 400, then I'm bearish SPY. If we hold over 400, then I'm bullish SPY. It's going to be that simple for me. If we hold 400 and above, I'm bullish. If we break under 400, then I'll put my bearish hat on. You know what? I should have like another hat here. Just put a red hat for bearish. So that's what I'm looking at. All right, let's see what today holds, guys. We got about a few seconds to the bell. Good luck out there. Stay disciplined. Smash the like button for me. And if you're new, subscribe to the channel. We'll definitely be looking to get some good trades in today. Yesterday was a pretty decent day. Had a couple trades, about 600 bucks on the day. Nothing huge, but you know, green is green. Put it in the account and move on. What we'll do is, depending on the day's action and setups, once we start reaching around 10:30 or so, we'll jump into some lessons. I might do a little Q&A on the prop firm account stuff. We might discuss that a little bit. And then we'll start closing it up around 11 or close to 11. Let me see. I have a meeting today. Let me see at what time that is. I think it is at 11. Today's Thursday. Oh, no. Okay, so it's not pressing. I do have something, but it's not pressing. We got something I got to get to, but it's not huge. There's the bell, guys. Good luck out there. No such thing, man. There's no dumb questions. How do you change the color of the volume bars relative to candlesticks? I don't get it. I get it, but I don't get it. So it just all depends on the platform you're using, right? Usually I would right click around where that volume bars are, and I'll have the settings for them, and then it'll give you selections there where you can change the colors. I mean, they don't even have to be green or red. It just depends what platform you're using. There you go. Usually it's really simple like that. Nice quick pop there on the SPY into 404. Nice. quick pop there on the SPY to 404 zone. Yes, yes, that was muted because I saw you retracted. Yeah, I was muted there. I was talking to the wife about the kid and stuff. The wild stuff was streaming in the moment. I'm muted there and I'm talking here and I'm like, I hope that I am muted. Well, I guess friggin' Jonal didn't wake up, so the watch list didn't get sent out. I know he's sick, but he had been telling me every day, like, all right, send the watch list today, send it today yourself. I'm not gonna be able to do it. And then today he left me hanging. Sucker better be having a fever. I'm gonna message him now. You better be having a fever. Yo, Benny. Oh, gotcha, Benny. You do a lot of swing trading, huh? So GDP was expected at 2.6. We came in at 2.9. That was earlier today at 8:30. Benny, to start trading futures, I 100% would recommend that you take advantage of trading it inside the prop firm, man. Right here, it's the cheapest route to go versus going out there and starting with your own cash. Get in there, try to pass your evaluation, you know? If you're newer, don't be hyper focused on trying to pass your evaluation on the first month. It's probably not going to happen. Like straight up, right? It's probably not going to happen. But you're going to spend, if you use that coupon code and you go after like the $50,000 account, you're going to spend like 70 bucks, 80 bucks, like under 80 bucks, I'm pretty sure. That's way better than grabbing $2,000, opening up a Tradeovate account, and then, I don't know, blowing 500 bucks your first month. You know what I mean? So for month one, if you don't pass your evaluation, it's no biggie. You're getting used to the platform. You're getting used to the trading vehicle, right? And then from there, as you start getting used to the platform, or you start getting used to the trading vehicle, as you start getting used to the strategies, give it a few months. You might get funded on the second month. Who knows? Hell, man, you might get funded on the first. You never know, right? You don't know until you jump in. But that's the best advice I could give anybody that's starting fresh, going into futures, right? And they have not been consistently profitable on stocks yet. I would say just go that route. No, no. Okay. So first, your evaluation account, nothing happens if you blow up. You blow up, you can reset it if you want. You pay like, I think it's 80 bucks, I'm not sure. You can reset it. Or you could just wait until the next month when you pay again for the month or whatnot. It's up to you totally. But let's say you pass your evaluation and now you're funded your 50K account. First of all, there is a trailing drawdown. So you're never going to lose $50,000. So depending on the account you get, your trailing drawdown might be 1,500 bucks, might be $3,000, might be $6,000. It just depends what account you get funded in, right? What account you pass your evaluation in. So let's say you start with your $50,000 account. You, boom, day one, bang, Trailing drawdown gets hit, you lose, I don't know what it is, 1,500, 3,000 bucks, I'm not sure. Right? Let's say you hit that, bang, you don't owe them that money. No, you don't owe them that money. No. So yeah, there. I actually was gonna go into some of that stuff later today, but I'm glad you brought that question up. Yeah, no, it's the way to go. It's the way to go, especially for new traders. I mean, like when I started off new, I wish I understood this better, but the reality was there was really no one on YouTube really talking about it extensively. All right, guys, so we're starting to get a little pullback here on the SPY. Gonna watch and see where we want to pull back to. This is a big gap up after a big old day yesterday. I'm gonna be very patient. Definitely gonna be very patient. You got 402, then you got 401, then you got 400. Those are going to be the support zones that I'll be watching. On the ES, I'm going to be watching 4050s, then 4035 zone. Oh, there's the link. I posted it there with the 60% off coupon code. That ends, I think, on the 30th, if I'm not mistaken. So take advantage of that as soon as possible if you want to try it out. Really slowish open here. It's like the SPY was like, whoa, what am I doing up here? But we are flagging. There's your 3-minute flag right now. Let me see, can you guys see that? Yeah, there you go. Yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy. We broke up and out of the flag and now we're back in it. So I'll show you guys real quickly here. One way of trading a bull flag, you got long on the breakout, but then if you break back in the flag, that's generally your stop zone. Yo, the beast. What's going on, man? Yeah, man. Yesterday I caught a couple trades, but I mean I posted the recap. I'm sure you saw it. Um, not the biggest stuff really. All right, so we got the SPY coming on back down here in front of the day's low. We got Tesla not knowing which way it wants to go. Look at that thing. It is flagging, but it's not looking the greatest. We got a little bit of a bull flag there as well on Tesla. Tesla has to be tired, guys. Look at this thing. You kidding me? That's $60 range. Sorry, 160. That 160, look at that tremendous level of resistance. I have to think that that is the top on Tesla for a little bit. I would not be surprised to see Tesla retrace unless the market goes absolutely insane to 410 really soon. I would not be surprised to see Tesla retrace this and get back here and fill this gap to the downside before maybe making another attempt at 60. These are very key levels here that are being tested today. ES looking pretty ugly there, looking like it wants to drop into 40.50. Going to be interesting to see if we get that drop down there. There you go. You're getting that drop on the ES into 40.50. You're getting that rejection of the 160s on Tesla. Here's that failed bull flag on Tesla. I'm sure the SPY looks the same. There you go. Failed bull flag on the SPY. Drops right into those 402s. It's collecting some stop losses. Let's see. ES trying to jump a little bit here off of 40.54. Looking for that deeper pullback into 40.50, 40.58. Just that deeper pullback. We might not get it. I think if we crack 402 on the SPY, I think it's almost inevitable to get down there to yesterday's close. But that's a lot to give up. You know, that could make it a kind of choppy day. It's trying to jump off that level. I think if we get back up over 40.60, you could see a little squeezy squeeze on the ES. That's a technical term, squeezy squeeze. So far, we're just stuck there. We're just sitting at 40.55. And the SPY's just sitting at that 402.70, 402.50 area. That's weakening that support. There's only so much buying that could take place. It's got to get off that level if it wants to hold it as support and survive here and get back up over VWAP. Otherwise, we could head lower. Make new lows on the day. It's looking like that new low's coming. Here it comes. Low of the day is 402.41. We're testing that 402.50 zone again. You got that 9 AMA creeping up there. It could possibly act like a level of support. It's looking like we're going to go lower. There it is. New low of day. Printed now. See, there's been nothing here for me. There's been no setup. We sideways traded, then we just, it's like spit up all over itself. There hasn't been any pattern. I'm going to wait for a pattern. I'm going to wait for a setup. If it doesn't come, then I just don't trade it. I'm not going to chase it. I'm not going to chase anything, not long or short. Yo, Mike, good morning. Here we go, guys. Lower and lower we go. I think we have to get down there now and test these 400s. We talked about that 404 to 405 area being a top. So far, it's holding top. It's 9:50 a.m. So far, there hasn't been a single setup I'm interested in trading. I'm not going to chase the move. You got 3 5-minute candles straight down here. No bounce. Like, there hasn't been a shortable bounce. There hasn't been a buyable pullback. So, not long or short. Let's go ahead and take a quick look. Quick here, we got STX selling off, NOW not much, nothing. A lot of nothings out here. This CUEN stock under $1 that was under $1 halted now at $1.08. Okay, volume. Guys, a lot of sell-offs this morning. It's like everybody's like, whoa, we got ahead of ourselves here. Let's slow this down a little bit. It's exactly what that's feeling like. Tesla's holding up extremely well. Look at the SPY. Look at Tesla. It's holding up extremely well. If the SPY recovers, watch for Tesla to make a big move. ES trying to get a bounce off of 4040. That actually was a little bounce area. That actually was a little bounce area right here. You could see that right there. All this previous congestion right here. And we bounced right off that level. We're up 7 points from there. Should have been watching that instead of waiting for the 4035s to get tested. Could have started scaling in there. At least for the bounce play. And you're up 7 points already. I definitely would have taken some profit. That's a strong volume bar that the SPY's putting in there in those 400120s. Look at this volume bar on this bounce attempt. That's a nice volume bar. Let's see if it's either going to bear flag here. If we're going to bear flag possibly. It could be a scalpable bear flag for the gap fill. Yo, match, nice. Where have you been doing that? What are you using for it? $40.40 is still trying to hold support here for the possible reversal. Nice. Good stuff, man. Good stuff. That's a good way to get started. I think they give you like a couple of weeks free, maybe? Not sure. So the SPY falling back inside underneath that downtrend resistance line on the daily chart. We're falling back inside of it after breaking up above it. Looking like it wants to go lower, guys. Oh, gotcha. Okay, cool. So next support zone is at 4035 on the ES, if it can hold. So it's just that general area there, 4035, 4034. SPY didn't really give you that bear flag formation. It just did 2 bars and then bang. Yeah, the next real support zone won't really be until like that 420 area. 4020. A lot of waiting here. There hasn't really been any bounce backs. That one possible bear flag I was watching didn't really do anything. This is a time where people, especially newer traders, fall victim to FOMO, right? They're like, man, I missed a short here. I missed a short. It just keeps going. And then they're antsy. They're at the edge of their seat. And then they just go short right here. Bang. They go short right here in front of 4040. And maybe it works. But maybe you go right back to 4048 and they're like, damn, now what? You FOMO'd into it. That's the key thing. If you realize you FOMO'd into a play, meaning you didn't go in there with your trade plan, you didn't really have the setup you would go after, you entered the position and you immediately notice, I FOMO'd. Exit. Instantly. It's better to exit paying commissions, or it's better to exit with a little paper cut than to hold on to this thing and have it go right back to 4050, 4048 on you because you FOMO'd into it short at 4038. The problem with something like an auto stop loss where you like enter a position and automatically when you enter it, it throws out a stop loss is if it's based off of just points, like, oh, I entered a position at 4040 and it automatically 5 points up, it throws a stop loss. What if that stop loss is still inside the pattern? What if that stop loss is still above support or resistance, whatever, whether you're short or long? Your stop losses, if you're trading patterns, right? If you're trading patterns and setups, your stop losses are based off of that pattern or setup, right? So if my support is at 4040, let's say I'm long from 4050, 4045, and my support is 4040, my stop loss cannot be 5 points down because we can go down there and tap 4040. We can go down there and tap 4049. Support is still there, right? Got to wait for the breakdown under support in order to stop, in order to stop out. So you got to be careful with that if you're trading patterns. So let's say you get long at 4045, stop loss automatically 5 points down, 4040. You tap down there at 4040 and then bang, you get stopped out. And then people are like on YouTube, oh my God, they fished out my stop loss. The stop loss hunts and all this nonsense. No, your stop loss was just not in the right place. Your support is 4040. You can't set your stop loss at 4040. You got to set your stop loss under 4040. How much under? How volatile is what you're trading? You know, if it's super whiplash, it's super volatile, you got to give it its wiggle room. So this is why proper stop loss placement, proper position sizing is two of the most important factors that new traders completely forget or completely ignore, honestly. So proper stop loss Let's remember this. Proper stop loss, proper position sizing are two of the most important factors that new traders completely ignore. Keep that in mind always. Is that a higher low? Yeah, I mean, technically it is. Entries are not as important as proper stop loss and proper position size. I can enter a stock $1 higher than I initially wanted to if I think it's going to go up another $3, let's say, as long as I keep my stop loss where it's supposed to be, and then I decrease my position size to account for that extra risk. Almost no one on YouTube is out there really teaching proper risk management. Let's say I want to get long a stock at $4.50, but the sucker goes to $5. I think this stock is going to 7 today. My stop loss is under $4. If I would have gotten long at 450, I could take on more size comparable to if I got long at 5. So by getting long at 5 and keeping my stop loss at the same place, I can still participate in the same trade, looking for the same profit targets, but decreasing my share size in order that my loss on the trade, if I get stopped out, is the same dollar amount to loss, whether I would have gotten long at $4.50 or at $5. I took on an extra 50 cents in risk, so I decreased my share size in order for me to still participate in that pattern that I'm going after. This has to be aha moments for some of you. I don't know your experience levels of everyone on here, but I know for sure this has to be an aha moment. It has to be. For some, at least one person watching the stream. But it's not Lambos, so I don't have 1,000 people watching the stream right now. It's actual trading, actual risk management. Diamond hands, baby. To the moon. Guys, if you enjoyed that, if you learned something from that, smash the like button for me right now. Help me out and subscribe to the channel if you haven't. And we got to get this channel to grow a little bit. I mean, I'm putting out quality info out there. I don't know why it's not getting the love. And I get it from you guys, but it's not getting the love from the masses that watch. I don't know what the hell they want, man. Freaking, they just want a goofball on here. All right, so we're getting a nice little bounce back. We got back up over 40. I really should have been trading this instead of yammering on about risk management. When we got back up at 40 there, I could have taken a long there for a little scalp bounce play. I wouldn't be surprised if I don't get a trade today. I've got a trade every day this week, done very well this week, but I would not be surprised to today not get a trade. Watching the SPY for that move back into VWAP, see if maybe it rejects that and wants to go a little bit lower. The volume on the bounce back here, the bounce back attempt, has been a little bit lightish. Hasn't been increasing. I still think it could get up there towards VWAP, and you could get the ES to retest 40.50 is possible. We're testing 40.40 again. You're getting nice little 5-point moves. Definitely very scalpable moves. But those bigger, cleaner setups, I'm not seeing them coming through yet. I almost wish the SPY would have just gotten down there to 400 already. Get down there, test yesterday's close in those 400s, And then let's see if we can get a strong bounce back off of that. That would give me something that's cleaner, possible setup for a possible reversal. The thing with reversals is it's against the trend, right? Reversal trades are against the trend. So when they work, they're bangers. When they don't work, you cannot be hard-headed, right? You have to stop out at the stop out zone. It's just that simple. You have to stop out at the stop out zone. And me personally, I like to decrease size for reversal trades usually because they don't have a high likelihood of working out. Meaning more often than not on a reversal trade, you will get stopped out. The thing with it is if you stop out and you stop out where you're supposed to stop out, it's just a loss like any other loss. But if you're right and you do get the reversal, they tend to be violent. They tend to be nice. Case in point, just look at the Tesla daily chart. Look at this thing. Are you kidding me? Free fall for weeks, basically free fall. Bang. Look at that. From $102 to $160. You know, in the course of like what, 2 weeks. Heading down here again, we tested that 40-35 zone. We tested that 40-35 zone a couple times here. So far, it's holding up pretty decently. Can this be the bottom here temporarily? 40-35 area. We're about to find out. Looks like we're going to retest it again. Not in anything. Show you. Bang. Not in anything. Just watching still. Will 40-35 hold? This is going to be interesting here, guys. Can it hold support and give you a little bounce back? Gonna give it a little shot here. Smaller size with a stop under 40-35. Let's see if we can get a little move here. If not, if we break the day's low, then it is what it is, right? So far, we've had this bottom at 40-35, higher low, higher low, higher low. If this higher low can stick, maybe we get a little bounce. If not, gonna have to wait for that 400 to get tested on the SPY. Simple as that. Might have to wait for that 400 to get tested on the SPY. Lots of buying coming in here, but lots of selling too, man. Yep, looking like we might get down there and take an L on this one. $40.35, desperately trying to hold on. Desperately trying to push it up. Can we get that push up? Let's see if we can get that push up. Maybe we get it, maybe we don't. Not looking for this thing to go back to 40.68 or anything crazy, but a little relief bounce I think we are kind of due for. Especially off of these levels. So we put in another higher low. If we can break up above 42.50, we might get that little move back to 45. That's kind of all I'm looking for in a way. And I know with the reversal, I might cut it short if it doesn't really reverse. You know, I like to see my reversals when I do take them. I don't take them very often. I haven't taken a reversal since December. When I do take those reversals, I like to see them go. If they don't go pretty quickly, I tend to cut them. Sometimes, you know, that bites me in the butt because they go higher, they push. But more often than not, I think it kind of saves me. Guys, maybe if we get some more likes on the stream, it'll push this up. Maybe come on guys, give me some likes here on the YouTube stream and let's see if that'll push the ES up. I think for every like we get an extra little push up, a point, an extra point up. Come on, 44, 50, 45 on deck. There we go. We got one off there. Nice. Good job. Guys, did we just do that with our likes? I think we did. I think we did. All right, so let's see how much higher we can get this thing to go, guys. Let's see how much higher we can get this thing to go. There we go. Nice little push back to 40.50. That 40.50 area could be a little resistance zone. So I'll probably get flat in front of that if we can get there. Let's see how high we can take this. I'm not looking, like I said, I'm not looking for this thing to push 20 points. I'm not. We're going to get it. We're going to get it. 975. Come on. We're at 875. We're at 9. 9. Boom. Let's go, guys. Let's go. $812 on the day. Why not? Why not? Just two simple contracts based off of that 40.35 support zone we talked about countless times this morning. And we got the pop. We got the pop. We were risking 5 points for a total of, let me see here. I was long from 39, got flat at 50.75. So we were risking 5 points for, you know, over a 10-point profit. I don't know what to tell you. It's just risk management and risk reward ratios. People make it seem like it's rocket science, and they make up terms sometimes to like market stuff. Maybe I should do that, right? Maybe I should make up terms and market things like the Jesse reversal or some nonsense. But I can't do that, man. I like to go to sleep at night knowing that I put out good information without BSing anybody. I got courses. You haven't heard me talk about my course not even once, and we've been streaming for an hour now. Come on. Come on. That was a nice one, guys. We'll see if we get any more trades in here. I wouldn't be surprised for 50 to hold up a little bit. You can see 50 here, 49 and 50 area, previous resistance back here, previous resistance in here. Oh no, you're not seeing that chart yet. Here you go. You can see 50 previously resistance in here and previously resistance back here. So that area could hold it up a little bit. Maybe not. Maybe we get the SPY to break VWAP and push. Now, I would have been more confident in holding this longer had we gotten that SPY down into yesterday's close, stick that really hard, lunar launch off of it, get through VWAP. Then it would have been more interesting, and I would have been more confident in maybe taking on 3 contracts instead of just 2 for the reversal. You guys see me take more contracts. But for the reversals, I tend to decrease my size. I would have taken on a 3rd one if we would have gotten a deeper pullback, held, and then started pushing. Simple pattern, guys. Guys, how are you doing? You're awfully quiet out there. What's up? What's up? How's everybody doing? Any questions? Anything at all? Anything I can help you out with right now in this very moment? Looking for setups. What it on the spy and stuff like that? I mean, you're up above VWAP now. Now this is a double-edged sword here, right? Because now typically I would look for since we got decisive reversal, we're getting volume starting to increase on the VWAP break. I would look for pullbacks into VWAP to hold support for a continuation long. But we could get a little choppy, as well. You can do stuff like this. So you really got to be very selective with that stop loss and probably give it some room. And that is where position sizing comes into play. All right, guys, so far just the one and done. I got long at 40.39. I added at 40.40, took off 40.45.50 and 40.49.75. Not bad, not bad. My last take wasn't 10 points. It was 9 points, 3/4. All right, so that's what I'm going to watch for there on the SPY. Let's take a look at Tesla. I'd watch for the same thing out of Tesla. Let's take a look if we got any fib levels in play here. We got a 23.6 Fibonacci level lining up with that VWAP zone. All right, so I would definitely keep an eye on that. 160 is going to be tough resistance for Tesla. So be careful there, but that's what I would be watching. On the SPY, I'd be watching that 402 zone for support. You got VWAP there. I'm pretty sure you got at least one fib level. Yep, you got the 38.2 fib level in that vicinity. So this general area could be looked at for support. It's support on the daily chart, could be support on the daily chart. All right, and then you have these intraday indicators lining up here. It would be nice to see a pullback and a hold versus this thing just going straight up to the top here and possibly double topping. Mike, unfortunately, you're getting ready to go to the job, but you got Fridays off? Well, my man, I'll see you tomorrow. I'll be here. Next week you're out, then you're not gonna be around. You're busy all next week. You won't be on the stream. Won't be trading. Damn, man, that's sad. I know what that feels like. I remember not being able to be here all week or something like that. But don't worry, it's coming. It's coming. You'll be able to get it done. Business trip. You'll be able to get it done. Don't worry. Next time you'll be like, I'm not going to be here next week, but it's because I'm going on vacation. So no worries at all. Your day's coming, my man. So it's 9 minutes to 10:30, guys. I'm gonna watch and wait. I'm gonna give it some time here, see if any more setups come. Like I said, I wasn't expecting a big move. I wasn't expecting us to go from 435 to 468, right? I expected the 450s to hold some resistance. If we get pullbacks now and begin to hold 445 area, 446 zone, if we begin to hold that level, then you could get some little choppiness, or you could get round two and you could push to the highs. So we'll sit here and watch and wait. So far as you can see, I am not in anything. All right, just sitting here and watching. All right, now's when the quiet happens, right? Now's when everything just simmers down, settle in, waiting for the possible setup. You got a possible setup on the SPY. I'm not kidding. You got that wick right into VWAP. It could go either way. It could go either way. You could violate that, get down here into 402, or you could just stick it right here, and before you know it, the SPY, boom, puts in a couple candles like that, and you're right back at 403.50. So this is where you have to basically manage your risk correctly on your share, on your position sizing. Because the stop zone really isn't until underneath the 9 AMA. There you go. Look at that wick. Nice. But you want to see that volume keep increasing. You want to see that volume not. You see how the volume was going up, up, up. You want to start seeing that volume continue that trend. You want to see big volume come in here. Hey, where did my volume bar go? There it is. You want to see that volume continue to increase. Now you're getting a nice move here, guys. 40.58 on the ES. Real nice move. Oh, I wasn't even trading in the competition account because the competition's over on the 27th. Today's the 26th. There's no way I'm winning that. So I've been trading in my regular account here. My funded account. I wasn't gonna waste time, today. All right, guys, it's looking like you got that one quick little pull in on the SPY, and that's it. That kind of sucks if you're really waiting for a long setup where you can really, bite into it. If you got a partial fill here, like let's say you were going to trade 10 contracts. Let's say you were going to 6 contracts. Let's say you were going to get 6 call options in the SPY, 403s, 403.50s, right? On the SPY, you were going to get 6. That's what you wanted. You might have only gotten 2 here. You might have only gotten 2 because you were like uncertain. You're like, let me make sure, let me feeler position, and I'll add if we hold well. And maybe you didn't get a chance to add because this sucker just went, right? If it were me, right? Let's say I had 3 SPY call options. I'd probably just do something like first take, anywhere in there. Second take through 404. And then hold on to that last piece until maybe 405. That's what I would do. I would just divide it into 3 cells, and let it and let that one runner really see if you can get push and get some bonus money out of it. Anyways, that's what I would do. Well, there will be a video recap that I'll do on today's trade, and what we'll do is we'll just do a little recap here in a little while, and then I'll record that, edit it, make it nice, and we'll post it up on YouTube later today. If you miss it, if like you're gonna miss the little lesson time later, that's fine. Because what I'll do is I'll do the recap with you guys real quickly, right here on the stream, and then we'll do a little. We'll kind of like go back to a little lesson on risk management and position sizing or proper stop loss. Maybe we'll cover all 3 in just bullet points one more time, and then we'll close off the stream here towards the end of the morning. Maybe we'll take a little vote if you guys want me to leave the stream running so you can see the scans or something. I'll leave that running for a little while longer for you, and we'll go from there. All right. That's looking like that might be my one and done trade, but we'll see. Hopefully we can get another one. If we can get another one, that'll be great. If we can get another one, that'll be great. You know what we'll do in the meanwhile? I had somebody yesterday comment on my recap video from yesterday. They commented and they asked, "Oh, Jesse, why don't you say the pros and cons of prop firms and why are you trading in a prop firm?" And the crazy part was that I literally said talked about all those topics within yesterday's recap video, albeit small, little bullet points, just like I'll do now. But it kind of leads me to believe that I didn't really watch the video. So I've said it multiple times here. The reason I went and started looking at prop firms was because I was working on establishing my futures course. And I said, you know what? Futures trading is not that kind to newer traders. What's the safest way for a newer trader to wet their toes, right? Get their toes wet in trading futures? A prop firm. And then I went off to look for a prop firm that didn't have too many rules that were basically put in place to kind of like almost make you fail. So you would have to constantly be resetting your account or constantly month after month after month paying up without ever having a chance at getting funded almost. So I found one prop firm that had just one singular rule. That rule was you have one trailing drawdown, don't blow it up. That's it. That was basically it. I was like, well, I mean, this looks really good. So I jumped into that one, grabbed the $50,000 account because that's the other part of the equation. Newer traders come to a prop firm, they see, oh my God, I can trade 100,000. I can trade 150,000. I can trade a $300,000 account. That's what I need. Why? You don't need that. You don't need that. I just traded a $50,000 account today, made $100 and change. The other day, what was it? Like $1,500 on the day. You don't need to have a $300,000 account to make good money, especially as a newer trader, when your first thing should be learning to trade. So I went ahead, did it, got funded, gonna make the handbook. I'm a little handbook on how to get funded. All right, that'll come out here in the next couple months. So that's why I did that. That's literally the only reason I did that. I don't have to do that. I have my equities account with 50K in it. I have I can have, the blink of an eye, I can set up my new account again on futures and put whatever I need in there, $5, $10, $15, $20,000 and trade there. So I wanted to go this route just so that I could walk the process and be able to basically hold a new trader's hand and go with them through the process, showing them how it's done. Now the pros and cons. The pros of trading in a prop firm is you don't have to trade your own money. That's right, you don't have to trade your own money. So let's say you get funded $50,000 account, you have a $1,500 drawdown, right? You draw down on your first trade $1,500, you blew up your freshly new funded account. You don't owe the prop firm $1,500. At least not this one. You don't owe them $1,500. That's it, you just blew up, move on, right? Most prop firms work that way. Now, let's say your trading drawdown goes up, right? Because you're at 50,000, you went at $51,500. Well, now, if you go down to 50,000, right? That's where you blew up because you lost your $1,500. You went up to 53,000. Okay, well, now if you lose $1,500, you don't blow up. You don't blow up until you reach under, 50,000 or under it. For the most part, that's how most prop firms work. Some don't. Some will keep that trading drawdown on you basically in infinite, which kind of sucks because you run the risk of losing your account rather easily. Because let's say you're up $60,000 on your account and you lose $1,500 one day. You reach your trailing drawdown. Boom, you blew up. You don't lose all that other money. Most of these prop firms do give you, the payout, but you lost your account. That's not how it is over here. So I kind of like it, and that's why I said this is the one to bring to newer traders. And now with their 60% off, you have a good shot there at having 60% off as long as you want to keep your account open. There's the link in the chat for you guys. So we're getting a pullback here on the ES. Getting that little pullback here on the ES to 40.50. Remember, 40.50 was, let me see, can you see it here? 40.50. Switch over to, here we go. So 40.50 was this previous resistance zone we talked about, why I took my last profit in front of that level. We pushed off of that level all the way up here to 40.59, 40.60 zone, which was very bullish. We're back testing 40.50. If 40.50 holds, you could see that push over 40.60. But if 40.50 gives up, then I think you just get into the chop. At the same time, you have the SPY testing that VWAP and that 38.2 fib level right here. We're actually sticking the 50 fib level and VWAP 9 AMA right now. I am not a huge fan of how this pullback is developing. It's a little bit ugly. It's a little bit choppy. You want to start to see this hold cleanly and get off of this level. If it doesn't get off this level soon, maybe we see a crack, we get back under 402. But if we can get off this level, we could see a nice push. All right, so I'm going to keep eyes on that. Wow, that's a nice little bounce that you're getting now on the SPY there. So the stop here on the ES would be under 40.50. So let's say you got long there 40.54. You know, if I would have been long, I'm not. Almost wish I was, but I'm not. I would hold my stop under 40.50. My first take profit would be in front of 40.60. Follow-up take profit would be probably up there 40.66 to 40.68 area. Yep, really good buying there. Came in at VWeb. Nice. Nice, Dan. Good luck on that. Hopefully we get that nice push there for you. Gotta get that volume popping. You gotta get that volume popping in order to break out and make that push from this consolidation. $40.58 area holding it up here. You would be up 4 points if you got long there at 54. You'd be long about 4 points on that take if you wanted to. I would try to hold up to 40.59 area. See if you can get that push there. Be a little bit better of a take there in front of the high of that consolidation, that previous little pivot top. Did you get it? I think you got it. 40.58.50, that's pretty close to that first take. So we're pulling back in a little bit again. We're making a high. If this candle comes all the way back down, you're making a lower high on that bounce attempt. That was such a strong. Usually, what you want to see after such a strong bounce attempt like this is continuation. You want to see that. It doesn't mean you have to see this next. It just means you want to see it break up over that level. After it breaks up over that level, if it wants to pull in again a little bit, that's perfectly fine in my book anyways. Like, that's fine. This right here gets a little dicier. I mean, it's still fine because the stop hasn't been reached, right? But it's what happens is it tends to scare people away. And it can break the setup. Nice, good stuff, man. Way to book some profit on the way. It's always nice to pay yourself when you're right. And if the rest of the way you're wrong, well, then at least that payout from the beginning helps compensate for the loss on the remainder. Sometimes that'll make it so that the loss will be smaller, right? If you were risking $100 in the trade, all of a sudden now you're only risking 75 bucks. You know, you're only risking 50 bucks. You cut your losses by booking some winners along the way. Like, you cut the potential of the losses being bigger. That's what some people don't understand about scaling out. Your first take profit is meant to just protect you. Your second take profit is meant to pay you. Your third take profit, that's just bonus. That's how that works. So really simple, right? The first take profit meant to protect you. Second take profit meant to pay you. And third take profit is meant as bonus money. Some people don't get that when they scale out. They don't understand the concept. All right, so give me a minute here, guys, and then what we'll do is we'll go into a recap on the trade. Oh, there you go, guys. You see, that's exactly what I was talking about. You see how that push failed? And then what happened? Stop zone got reached. We went higher than I thought. I thought the ES would get to 40.50, 40.52, 40.54, and then reverse. We went much higher. We actually went a 40.60. Another 10 points, right? I could have caught another 5 points at least on that last take then, right? We pushed further than I thought. But look, exactly the action I thought we would get. We're pulling back into 40.45, 40.40 area. Okay, we're testing 40.44 right now. That's exactly the action I thought we would get. And now I think if we don't sell off, I think we just get choppy. I think we just get choppy, and I don't have any interest in chop. The one clean trade, we grabbed it, and we ran with our money. We're out. Peace. We're out of here. All right. Give me a second here, and we're going to jump into the recap on today's trade. All right, guys. So let's jump into this. Good day today. You know, not a huge day. Up 812 bucks on the day. Happy, happy, happy. The point of it all was for me, right, was all about risk management. I love how today worked out because at the start of the stream, at the start of the live stream, we started talking about proper size, proper stop loss placement, proper sizing, proper risk management. And then I got a reversal trade. A reversal trade that before I even entered, I told you what area I was looking for, all right, for my entry. And I told you where I was looking for profits, zones, give or take. But most importantly, I told you how I manage risk, all right, on reversal trades, because reversal trades are against the trend. They tend to not work out more often than not. So being able to stop out exactly where you think you should be stopping out is essential. And that stop loss placement has to be placed at the right area. It cannot be placed in the incorrect area. You will be stopped out and everything will continue on higher without you. So it was great because I was able to show you live example. I told you for reversal trades, you got to have that stop. Well, for every trade, you got to have that stop loss placement correctly. But more importantly, in this sense right here, you have to know how to position yourself correctly. I positioned myself with a smaller position than I normally do because of the simple fact of what I said was if I'm wrong, which more often than not, when a reversal, you will be wrong, then I need to stop out and keep that stop loss in an area where the chart says it should be and where the dollar amount is going to make sense for my position size, meaning I have to decrease my size. Instead of taking 4 or 5 ES contracts, I only took 2, right? Instead of taking 3 or 4 or 5 contracts, I only took 2, right? Because if I was wrong, which reversal, high likelihood I could have been wrong, I needed to make sure that my monetary loss was the same as if it were a regular 4 or 5 contract trade. So went ahead, took that trade, and we banged out a really nice winner. And it was right in here, right? We waited and waited and waited. We tapped 435 area. We bounced off of it, got back here to 446, pulled back in again to 435 area, okay? And yet again, what did we do? Higher low. So, right, we put in our low, we test our low, we put in a higher low, we put in a higher low, we put in a higher low, and then we take off. And I went ahead and got long at 439, at 40.39, and at 40.40. Those are my 2 entries. 40.39 flat and 40.40 flat. And then we had a real nice push right off that level. Immediately, because I said I expect 40.50 to hold up. And I'll show you why I expected 40.50 to hold up. I expected 40.50 to hold up because you could see here previous wicks right into that level. You can see back here previous wicks right into that level. So I thought 40.50 would hold the ES up, would hold this market up as resistance. So I wanted to take profits along the way. My first take profit meant to protect me right here, 40.46 zone, right? I got one off at 40.45.50 right in here. Why? Because of this previous resistance in that level at 40.46. Resistance, 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 resistance. We get back up into it. I'm going to take some off there. It's a reversal trade. I'm not going to be extra greedy on my first take. My first take, I'm going to take it in front of where I think we could get hung up. We could have easily gotten hung up here and then put in a 10-point candle to the downside. Bang, bang, stopped out and done, right? And if I don't take a single piece of profit off at that level, I'm going to take a full-size loss at that point. So right there, I put out an order and I get my first take profit off. Now, if we reverse course and come back on down and get stopped out, guess what? It might even be a break-even trade, to be honest, or a slight, small, little, tiny loss. Instead, we don't do that. We continue higher. So what do I say? Okay, well now, where's my next take profit zone? It's going to be based off of the chart. My take profit zones are not based off of my unrealized P&L. My stop loss area is not based off of my unrealized P&L, right? My stop loss is based off of the chart. My take profits are based off of the chart. Where does the chart say my next possible resistance zone is? 40.50. Where do I take it off? 40.49.75. And right there I got flat. Did we extend a little bit higher? Yes, we did. Can't catch them all. Can't catch the whole move. My job as a trader is not to catch the whole move. My job as a trader is to identify patterns and setups that give me an edge and manage my risk. That's it. That's my job as a trader. And that's what I did this morning. I did my job as a trader and I put the money in the pocket where it belongs and we're out of here, right? Look, this is the kind of rejection I was expecting right here off of 40.50. We didn't get it off of 40.50. We got it off of 40.60. Crystal ball was broken today, guys, but it wasn't broken enough to make me be red on the day. Nice green trade, and we're having a good day and a good week. All right, guys. So that concludes the recap portion of this morning. Before we move any further here, I have to ask any questions. Do you guys have any questions for me about the trade or about anything else? If not, then the follow-up question is, if you want me to leave the scanners up here for you and the charts up here for you for a little while longer as I bow out for the morning, write the number 1 in chat. If we get enough number 1s there, I will leave it up for you. Just one number 1? There's no way. Dan, you want the scanners and charts up. Benny, you want the scanners and charts up. All right, no problem. I'll leave them up a little bit longer here for you guys. Today's Thursday. Be back tomorrow at 9:15. Match, what's up, my man? I thought you were gone. Glad to see you're still here. I'll leave them up here for you guys. Let me go ahead and go over to the equities chart. Bang. There you go. All right, so I'll leave that up here for you guys for a little while longer. Yeah, there's 10 people watching right now. We got 3 1s. That's enough. You guys are so loyal. I'll definitely leave them up here for you. So I'll leave up the equities chart with the scanners a little while longer there for you. I'm going to clean up the chart a little bit. We'll get rid of the fib levels. There you go. Okay. These dashes is yesterday's close. All right. These dashes right here are yesterday's close. Any questions, don't hesitate to reach out. What I'll do is later on today, I'll go ahead and I'll post up the recap with the live trade again so you guys can see it if you want. The more you see it, the more things start to make sense, of course. And then you can obviously slow it down and pause and whatnot. Since it'll be recorded and placed up on YouTube, okay? So again, long from 40.39, 40.40, took profits 40.45, 50, and 40.49, 75. That last take was 9 points and 3/4. Not one of my bigger takes. I think my biggest ES take ever, I posted it on Twitter, so it's going to be on there. If you dig enough, you'll find it. I'm pretty sure it was about 18 points on my last take profit. I'm pretty sure. You know how sweet it would be to take 18, 20, 30 points with the full position? But we ain't mind readers, my man. We traders manage risk, identify opportunities. That's what our job is. All right, guys, thank you very much for watching. I'm going to leave the stuff running here for a little while longer for you. And then later on today, the recap video with the live trade will be up on YouTube, as well as some YouTube shorts probably, all right? Thank you guys very much for watching. I'll see you tomorrow. Peace.